7,440 pounds, a really good example of how Jayco's hold up over time. A 31 BHDS 2-slide bunkhouse travel trailer coming to us here at Haylett RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. See the expansion going up in the background. They are making some progress over there. Holy cow. Anyway, it's been stored outside, but you know, you see a little flaking on some decals, but other than that, holy cow, guys. Holy cow, guys. This is an exceptionally good condition. I mean, considering the model year. Wow. Oh, and I love that classic honey oak coloring on these Jaycos. I think a lot of it is like, this is what Jaycos looked like for a lot of like my youth. And when I first started this business, this is what they look like. So it really speaks to me. Not to mention, I like that it's lighter and brighter. The taller 6'9" ceiling sure don't hurt either. Tons of windows for light in here. And, you know, private rear bunk area. And over here, obviously, we've got ourselves a super slide. There is storage below a bifold sofa over here. And then you see the dining area. This is kind of the predecessor to what you find in terms of U-dinettes today. Jayco did this interesting telescopic dinette. And I've got it kind of like one half open so you can get what I mean. The ends of this actually slide open, and your seating is located inside of it. So that if you want that extra space, you know, extra seating, or maybe there's just like, you're like me and you're a little bit bigger than the rest of your family. Well, you can kind of, you know, scoot toward the edge a little bit there. Or you could take the cushions out and just use it like a sliding storage drawer, really. This model actually has pretty good storage. If we start over here and open this up, you see this is an interesting cabinet. It kind of passes through the bunkhouse into the kitchen. It could go either way. But obviously over here we've got ourselves a full floor-to-ceiling 6'9" pantry next to that fridge. Down below, good cabinet space. And the one thing I forgot to open was that little like coat closet under the entertainment center by the entry door. But again, with the taller ceiling, your overhead cabinets are bigger, and that kind of gives us a good look at the kitchen as a whole right there. Light, bright, tons of storage, but none of it really feels like super obtrusive or anything like that. Folks added a stovetop cover there as well to help with a little bit of prep space. It's kind of funny. You still see some campers without them, but that is a virtually standard feature now. And it's actually funny looking at an older RV like this and just seeing how far they have come compared to where they were. I mean, it's not that RVs weren't great before, it's just that where they are now in comparison, you know, it's pretty cool, all the stuff they've added. So the 32 BHDS, the modern edition, everything back here, like the bathroom's not here, you have to walk past it. This is shorter, lighter, but this is kind of its ancestor, if you will. You've got the separate bunk space back here. Those are what I would call big kid beds in the newer, you know, campers, where you can kind of fit like a tall kid crossways on there. Now over here, this is again just classic simplicity, but smart engineering. This little fold-up table right here, there's just a simple little support leg under it. But if you know, want to give the kids like a little craft space, color on a coloring book on a rainy day. I mean, this back here, this is such an awesome rainy day thing. Hold on. Now, I have a policy of if I see something, I say something. I didn't catch this my first time through, and maybe it's nothing, but nope, this is all solid. Everything's fine. I just wanted to double check because I saw some coloration right there. No, you folks are welcome in. That's the whole reason we're here, you know, show you around. I'm just going to be chit-chatting while I do this here. You're going on YouTube. We'll have you sign the modeling release waiver. I don't know. Anyway, back to the storage here. Open that up. You see the double dresser drawer down below. Remember, this cabinet opens up. Could be pantry, could be clothing, could be a combination of the two. But we've got dedicated kiddo-like space over here. And that's what's kind of cool about this. It's got good storage for the kids, which a lot of bunk models just don't. Moving over here into the bathroom area. Again, no lights on, just plenty of light coming in through the skylights and everything. Plenty of room around the toilet. Taller ceiling means big goofballs like me won't have any problems. And if you look up here, when this is back when Jayco was still using those larger kind of max breeze sort of fans to give us plenty of airflow through here. What do you think so far, guys?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, just it's been here for about 5 minutes. You're the first to see it. You did good.
Awesome.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you the price either.
So looking around here, Sorry, they're scared off. They'll be okay. This is what's happening here at Haylett RV right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's a perfect example. As soon as something lands, we have people. Actually, the last 2 bunkhouses that came in down here didn't even make it onto our website. One of them sold within 32 minutes of arrival. Signed, sealed, delivered, in their hand on the road. Crazy. Up front, this is not the original mattress. That was replaced. You can also see there is a sliding privacy door over here. Nice side stands with some outlets. I don't believe CPAP usage was a really common concern when this was built, but it doesn't mean that it can't function that way if you are so inclined. You do have the classic folding TV shelf over here in the corner. But with this being a conventionally built camper, roughly every 16 inches on center, there's a stud that if you wanted to tap a flat screen wall mount into, you could. Now remember, and this is super important, do not forget this, everybody. Gentlemen especially. When using a stud finder, to properly calibrate it, first you need to hold it against your chest until it beeps and you go, there's one, and then you put it against the wall. Very important. Below the bed we see that awesome pass-through storage. You can lift that up. Jayco still basically does the same thing in the J-Flight series today. 2005, that's actually, you know, the model year of this camper. That's interesting because 2005 was the year the J-Flight became the #1 selling RV out there. And they have held that title since. Now this year, depending on how you boil the numbers, that could be in jeopardy, but they're still right up there. It's not like, oh, they fell off the map. Where you're right up in there. The Cherokee group as a whole is clocking in a few more numbers than J-Flight, but in terms of conventionally constructed, often called stick and tin campers, J-Flight is still the volume king of the industry. You don't care about any of that. You probably care about this camper. Sorry, I see a squirrel and sometimes I get a little off topic. But like I was saying, most of the exterior looks pretty good. You know, there's been some weathering on it. I can see a couple pock marks on the front where a little stone from transit has bumped it. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's an 05. Previous owners replaced the tongue jack to a power jack at some point because almost nothing had power jacks back when this was made. This was also made before everything had enclosed, protected, super duper underbellies. That really wasn't something that found this RV segment until roughly 2013 in terms of common popularity. Now, the folks that you just met that were looking through the camper, who I think might be buying it, I'm not sure I even need to finish this video at this point. Basically, if you see the video go live, you know that they maybe didn't buy it. But they said, oh, there's been some recaulking here. Yeah, it's an 05. There are things that it's going to need over time. It's kind of like my car. You know, it's a 2013, but I've had to do some fluid flushes every now and then. This is kind of the same job. Our hookups are all located right between the 2 slides, by the way. It's also where you're going to find your pull valves for things like your sewer hookups. Looking at it, though, I think the best thing to do would be get all your sewer stuff hooked up before you open the slides. That would save you from having to do some crawling because the actual stinky slinky hookup is dead below the bunk slide. No ladder on the back of this. Again, that wasn't a feature that was commonly found on this classic camper for a few years yet, but it does have a fully walkable roof. Of that, I am not afraid. Spare tire looks good. I mean, other than just a little bit of sun kissing, I am not seeing anything, especially given its age. It just gives me an ounce of pause. So, you know, that's my opinion. I always encourage people, come put your hands on it in person, form your own views of it, and go from there. Oh, max air cover over that bathroom vent. I must have missed that the first time around. Huge awning on this thing too. Manual awning, but good gravy. That is massive. By the way, just to the left of the entry door right there, there's also a gas grill quick connect. So if you do some outside grilling, you can keep the heat out of the RV when you are cooking. So there you have it. It's looking like I said, I might need to just get this wrapped up because we might be all done already. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.